Good morning everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a day in the life after a very long time, and this one is special because I've been waiting to do this day in the life since a very long time. And currently I'm at San Francisco airport, just landed in from Maui, Hawaii. And the reason why I'm choosing to do this day in the life here in San Francisco is because of eSIM. So I'm going to do a day in the life with the iPhone Air, which only has eSIM option. It does not have a physical SIM card slot. So normally when I test a smartphone, I would just put in my SIM card and start testing it. But with this one, I need an eSIM, and I cannot convert my main SIM into an eSIM because then it becomes a big hassle. That's why I decided to do it here in San Francisco. We have a one-day layover here, and I've installed a global eSIM. That's why I can do this day in the life very easily in San Francisco, and I hope you get my point. Now, as far as the charging goes, I charged the phone in the aircraft to 100%, and I think the starting point was 5:58 a.m. Also, for shooting this video, I'm using the iPhone 17 Pro Max because I did not carry any of my camera. I do have the Fujifilm, which is good for video, but it does not have a wide angle lens, so I cannot do such kind of videos where I want to talk to you guys, basically vlog style videos. That's why I want to use the 17 Pro Max. And in fact, currently I'm using the microphone of the AirPods Pro 3 as well. So that is one more new feature where we can use microphone of AirPods to record audio, and that is incredible, and it works really well. Now currently I've switched to the iPhone Air to shoot this part. I'm shooting with the front camera 4K 30 FPS, and automatically the AirPods Pro 3 are also connected to this phone, and I'm using these microphones as well. I did not have to reconnect them, so they are automatically connected. The Apple ecosystem sometimes works so seamless that it just feels like magic. But anyway, the plan right now is to go outside and wait for our friend. He's coming to pick us up, and we'll spend the entire day with him. And by we, I mean me and Sukhada. Sukhada, say hi. I'm sorry, it's 6 a.m. and I'm making you say hi to the camera. But yeah, enjoy the vlog. Good morning. The sun is out. Finally. Alright, we're finally here at his house. Had some lovely breakfast and coffee. I think now it is time to start talking about the iPhone Air and what I actually feel about this phone. See, I got this phone along with the iPhone 17 Pro and the base iPhone 17. I was super excited to try out the base iPhone 17 because that offers the most value this year. So initial focus was on that device. But then I unboxed the iPhone Air, started using it, started noticing it, and my initial impression was like, wow. Like, this phone looks and feels incredible. It is super slim, lightweight, very comfortable to use. And I kind of like the fact that Apple went with a bigger display on this one. Looks amazing, and a lot of people would actually prefer the bigger display. But anyway, coming back to the topic, I really like the way it looks and feels. There's this shiny titanium frame with a frosted glass back. I think MKBHD put it the right way. It looks like a piece of fine jewelry. So I'm going to give you a task here. Go to any offline store in your city and try to hold this phone for yourself. You will know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think the iPhone Air is all about that offline experience. So try to do that task. Now, ever since we landed in San Francisco, I've mainly used this phone for WhatsApp messages, checking Instagram, Twitter, and a lot of photos and videos. That is something that drains battery a lot. Even right now, I'm shooting with the front camera, and the front camera is actually new here. I've talked about this in my iPhone 17 video as well. This one also has that new square sensor, which basically can shoot vertical and landscape while the phone is in portrait mode itself. Basically, I don't need to flip the phone like this. I can keep the phone like this and still shoot in landscape, which is absolutely incredible. And the quality is the same. So if you want to know more about the front camera, in detail, I've covered that in the iPhone 17 camera review. Highly recommend to watch that video after this one. Now, one thing that I want to show you guys is the new anti-reflective coating on the display. So I'm standing in direct sunny conditions. First of all, the brightness is awesome. I can literally see everything, use everything. And the new anti-reflective coating is awesome. There are not a lot of reflections on the display, even in direct sunny conditions. So that is incredible. And the display quality itself is top notch. It is a 120Hz ProMotion display, which works extremely smooth, and it is bright AMOLED, extremely slim and flat. So yeah, this is one of the best displays, and I really like it. And if you are a regular on the channel, you know how much I appreciate flat displays over curved ones. This is the way to do a display. You got deep under my skin. Alright, so currently we've come to the Golden Gate Bridge, like a viewpoint of the Golden Gate Bridge. And it's time to do some photography with the iPhone Air. Now this phone only has one camera on the rear side, so I'm going to try my best to click some really good photos and videos. let's see how it goes. But yeah, it's time to test the camera, and then I will tell you my thoughts about the camera.
Yeah, we are dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite.
I just came back to the car, and I think the camera did okay. Not the best, because I could shoot great photos at 1x and 2x, but I definitely missed the 0.5x and also 4x, 8x and zoom further beyond that. So that single camera is good, but not having other perspectives, especially in 2025, is not the best experience. So maybe if Apple could, have included an ultra wide angle camera or maybe a zoom camera, that would have been much better. But that single camera kind of hurts. It's a similar experience that I got with the iPhone 16e. I definitely miss other perspectives. And this is true for me because I shoot a lot of photos and videos on a daily basis. That's why I miss those perspectives. But for someone who doesn't click a lot of photos and videos, for them this would be perfectly okay. This is specifically for camera enthusiasts. Alright, currently we are in a Waymo, which is literally a driverless cab. And this experience, like I'm in the front seat right now and the car is driving itself, like the cab is driving itself, and Sugata is sitting at the back along with Aishwarya. But this is so crazy, like there's no one besides me, and it's driving actually really well, way better than a human as well. Incredible. Let me show you a little bit of B-roll. Had an incredible lunch, shot a lot of photos and videos, then went for dessert as well and picked up some chocolates on the way. So incredible time here in SFO, about to end because now we are headed towards the car, because then we have a flight to catch to Dubai, then to Mumbai, and from Mumbai we'll go to Pune. A long journey ahead. But yeah, it's been an incredible few hours here in SFO and I got to test the iPhone Air. I think before this I was talking about the camera. The single camera on the rear side is kind of an issue. Not the camera itself, the absence of other cameras is kind of an issue. I've already talked about that. But what about the single camera that is there? Well, that is a very good camera. It's a 48 megapixel sensor, incredible photos across the board, detailed with great dynamic range, the colors are on point, and the video quality that it shoots is absolutely incredible. So I have no issues with the camera that is there on the rear side. It is a very high quality one, and even the front camera is super impressive because, as I said, it's a new sensor, works really well. Currently again I'm shooting with the front camera, works really well. Now before we sit in the car, let me quickly give you a battery update, and then when I get to the airport I'll talk about the other things about the iPhone Air. So the time right now is 2:13 p.m. and the battery is at 49%. I almost missed 50%, but yeah, 49%, 2:13 p.m. and I have been using the phone quite a lot, especially the camera. Like I've been using the camera quite a lot. And yeah, I'm shooting with Pro Max. And we are back to the airport. Now going towards our gate. There is security check first and then we'll go to our gate. I'll go to the gate and then talk to you about the iPhone Air. I do want to talk about the performance and the chipset specifically, that is the A19 Pro. But let me go through security first. We are at the gate, and as I was saying, I want to talk about the performance of the iPhone Air. So Apple has given an A19 Pro chipset in here. So it is their Pro chipset, better than A19, and it's supposed to be the same chipset as in the Pro phones, that is the Pro and the Pro Max. It has one less GPU cores, but essentially the same chipset. As far as I have seen benchmarks online, the performance of the Air is similar to the base iPhone 17, and there is one major reason for it, that is cooling. See, 17 Pro and Pro Max have a new cooling system. They have a new vapor chamber cooling system which dissipates heat in a very good way. Like I've been using the Pro Max and that actually works in a very good way. This phone has not even heat up once in my days of using it. So I feel because of the slim form factor, it does not have as good performance as the iPhone 17 Pro. And that's the only point I'm trying to make. In terms of performance, the Air is still an absolute beast and one of the best out there, because the A19 Pro chipset, which is in this one, is a beast. No issues in terms of performance whatsoever. It can still handle all the applications very, very easily. In fact, it can easily handle heavy gaming as well. So no issues in terms of performance, just that the 17 Pro and Pro Max still perform better as compared to the Air. That's the only point I want to make here, and I hope you get that point. Now, I would like to mention one point here, that this phone has the A19 Pro chipset, and has a good single camera as well, but does not come with the pro camera features. For example, pro raw for photos or log video recording for videos. It does not have those features. Those features are still exclusive to the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. I think Apple should have given at least pro raw for photos because that is important, and the chipset does support it. So that is kind of a letdown, especially for a person like me who shoots a lot of raw photos. Now the flight that I'm about to board is 15 hours, and in those 15 hours I am not going to be using the phone that much because I want to sleep and recover all my energy. That's why I think I will show you the final battery percentage right now itself. So it is 4:18 p.m. and the battery percentage is at 35%. So yeah, that's the final battery percentage. I think I started the day at 6 a.m. with 100%, and right now it's like 4:20 p.m. and 35% battery. That is good battery life. After that, we boarded the flight and I was extremely tired. Out of the 15 hours, I think I must have slept for around 10 to 12 hours in the flight, which was absolutely incredible for me, but I could not shoot much. Now I am back home and I was editing the video. I left the video at battery life. I said that it has good battery life, and I do mean it. It has good battery life. For normal use, it will last the entire day, but towards the end of the day, the battery will be at around 5 or 10% and you might have to charge the phone again. That's why I'm saying good battery life, not great battery life or not the best battery life. But with that being said, I have seen a lot of negative reviews about battery life with this phone, and I did not notice that. I don't find the battery life to be a major problem because I think it is a trade-off for the form factor. Like if you want this form factor, battery life is going to be a trade-off. If you hear some construction noise, I'm really sorry for that because the entire day construction has been going on and I do have to shoot the video at some point, right? Now what about the other concerns with iPhone Air? It has a single speaker and not dual speakers like we're used with other iPhones, and honestly the speaker quality is just okay, not the best out there. And then as I talked about it in the intro, it is eSIM only, which is kind of an issue for a reviewer like me. I keep swapping my phones every 15 days, and for that a physical SIM card is way better as compared to an eSIM. But for normal people, they're going to swap their phones maybe in a year, couple of years, 3 years. For them, this should not be an issue. So I think that is not a big thing for most people. Now to conclude my thoughts about the iPhone Air, I am in two minds. I really like the form factor. It is extremely slim, lightweight, easy to use. The display is awesome. The in-hand feel is one of the best out there, and it looks so classy. Like all those things are great. But on the other hand, there is the single camera, single speaker, the battery life is just okay. So I think it definitely comes down to the trade-offs. If you are someone who's okay with the single camera, don't care about the speaker, and are okay with the battery life as well, then yes, you can definitely go ahead and buy the iPhone Air because you will absolutely love the way it feels and works. I will make sure to drop a link to it in the description box below. I hope this video helped you out to make a decision, and if it did, then make sure to let me know about that in the comments below. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel because that would mean the world to me. Also share this video with all your friends and family. My name is Harsh Punjabi and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye bye.